right. So you're going to be listed as vehicle 1. She's going to be listed as vehicle 2. You're going to be driver 1. She's going to be driver 2. All right. There's that.
Police identify the woman seen here as 30-year-old Courtney Moore, who allegedly hit a car after being stopped at a light through multiple cycles. According to an arrest report, the crash caused $1,500 in damages. But this won't exactly be a simple exchange of information.
Now, Lake County, City of Leesburg, date and time of the crash, information off your driver's license registration. This is for careless driving. It's going to be explained in the crash report.
How is that?
There's a fine amount assessed of this. Okay. You have 30 days to take care of this. One of the 3 options I give you. Option 1 is pay check or money order to that address. Option 2 is to go to driver improvement school. Option 3 is contest the ticket by going to court. All right.
So,
any questions as far as this goes?
Yeah. So we can contest.
Yes, by going to court.
And you said the middle one was for a driver.
Go to points. Yes.
And the first one is a what now?
Is to pay it.
Just to pay and
just to pay it
and be done with it.
But how is that careless driving?
Okay.
Does it put points on our license?
This is 4 points because it's a crash.
Okay.
The officer finishes up the crash portion of the incident and hands Courtney a citation for careless driving.
He's not done,
but
though.
that's far from the end of it.
Okay. All right. Next thing. We're done with the crash part of the investigation. I need you to step out of the vehicle for me. We're going to talk about some other stuff. All right?
Why?
Because you're acting slow and lethargic, and it concerns me. We're going to do a quick DUI investigation to make sure you're not
I've been
impaired.
up all night
Okay.
dealing with a 5-year-old 6 kid.
Okay. That's acceptable, but I'm still going to check you. So this is everything else. Step out for me real quick.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
She looks awful sleepy.
What I'm going to have you do, see this line right here?
Yeah.
Okay, just stand in that line. Why don't you put the cigarette out for me? Okay. Are you sick or injured in any sort of way?
I've had a cold. I fell on the stairs like 3 days ago, busted my kneecap and my hip.
Okay.
Other than that, I'm fine.
Okay. All right. See the tip of my pen here? Okay, I'm going to have you follow it with your eyes only. Don't turn your head. Do you understand?
She looks wasted. Absolutely. She's doing pretty well, though. Uh-oh.
Okay, just follow the tip of the pen.
I have a lazy eye on the side.
I've seen that.
You know.
Okay. Just follow the tip.
On me.
Close your mouth, lady. This doesn't help your case.
Okay. All right. Are you on any sort of pain medication?
I take.
You take what? What?
It's milligram.
Okay. Why are you? Is it prescribed for what? Okay.
What?
I don't do no other drugs.
Okay. How often do you take this?
I haven't taken my dose yet.
I think she said Suboxone.
I took one last night, which was actually like 2 o'clock in the morning, but
Okay. Does it have any conditions on it that say you shouldn't be driving?
I don't think so.
Well, the label's a little difficult to.
So I carried it in my bra because I worked at Outback and somebody stole it out of my bag.
Okay.
And if I leave it in my truck, I've already had multiple people broke my window, robbed my truck.
Okay.
I think she said Suboxone, which is pretty powerful stuff.
All right. Why don't you put this back in your pocket?
Now, in all fairness, these sobriety tests are not designed to help you in any way. These aren't pass or fail. All these sobriety tests field tests, are to build evidence against you for court. Remember that. They will not help you. They will only hurt you.
Pocket. Okay. All right. See this white line here? All right. I want you to stand in the white line.
Just like talking to an officer about anything. If you get pulled over and they start asking you questions and they start saying, so where are you coming from tonight? So how about them bears? All they are doing is trying to build evidence against you, because when they say anything you say or do can and will be used against you in court, it can't help you in court, and that's a fact. It can only hurt you.
Like this. Okay, take your hands out of your pocket, just down by your side. Okay, I want you to stay that way until I tell you to begin. All right, understand me? Stay that way until I tell you to begin. When I tell you to begin, you're going to take a series of heel-to-toe steps. Arms down at your side. Heel-to-toe steps, count out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to use this line right here.
You said 1, 2, 3.
When you get to the 9th step, you're going to take a series of small steps like this to turn around and then count.
And notice they only do, a portion of those to demonstrate, because this isn't easy for anybody. Come on. I don't care.
Count backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Can you take my shoes off?
It's a gravel parking lot. I don't know that you want to take your shoes off. It's probably going to hurt more. So you may begin. Count out loud.
Oh, God.
1, 2, 3.
Hey, she's doing pretty well.
5, 6, 7.
She's doing better than I could do.
8.
Call Tango 1. Okay, take turn.
Now listen, he's already calling somebody in. He's nope. She did pretty well. Come on now.
You're going to take.
Take it again. Do it again.
You're going to walk back to your starting point.
These tests are only designed to build evidence against you for court. There is no pass or fail. It's only to build evidence against you. That's why they are trained to lie. That's why they ask you those stupid questions, like when they first pull you over. So where are you coming from? Where are you headed? Anything that they ask is only to build a case against you. And they can lie through their teeth. They are trained to do so. Don't ever trust a cop.
Like this? I've never done this before, so...
Okay. All right.
Way better than I can do.
You're going to tilt your head back. Close your eyes. Okay, don't start until I tell you to begin.
Okay.
When I tell you to begin, you're going to tilt your head back, close your eyes, and you're going to put whichever finger I tell you to the tip of your nose.
Okay.
And then you're going to put your arm back down.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
Okay. Tilt your head back, close your eyes. Right.
I mean, come on. Falling asleep, standing up.
Right what?
Right finger to the tip of your nose.
Index?
Yes. Touch the tip of your nose. Okay, then put it down. Keep your eyes closed the whole time. Left.
Tilt your head back. And this is for spatial reasoning. You know what I mean? It's. But you know what? Standing up in a loud parking lot on level ground, with your eyes closed and trying to be coordinated isn't easy. There's a reason this test isn't easy. It's because they don't want you to pass it. No, they don't. Tilt your head back.
Keep your eyes closed.
And it's mostly about, whether or not you can follow directions.
Oh, I thought you
Head
said...
back. Eyes closed. Right.
I mean, she could be absolutely sober and just a little bit, what's the word I should put? Ditzy? Blonde? And probably she wouldn't follow the directions well, therefore she would fail, not that there's a fail, but she would have a lot of evidence built against her. It really doesn't matter, if you're sober or not. They will take you to jail if you just can't follow directions. And if they're a little too complicated for, somebody that might be a little ditzy, then you're screwed.
Okay, put your arm down.
She is screwed.
Left.
You're supposed to. She's not following directions. That's the whole
Arm
point.
down. Okay, keep your head back. Eyes closed. Eyes closed. Right.
She
Okay.
needs to close her mouth. Just because that's making it look so bad.
Anything else?
Yes, I need you to put your arms behind your back, palms together.
Yep, you're screwed, lady.
What am I being arrested for?
DUI.
How am I under DUI? Oh my god, dude.
In all honesty, she's probably not. You know, she's got her own prescription meds. You know, that she's probably been taking for a long time, and she's probably fine. She just might be a little, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? I keep wanting to say blonde or ditzy or just a little magoo, slow, a little IQ challenged, a little, and I'm not saying she is. I'm just saying, you know, and first of all, when you're with these cops, like with me, every time this happens to me, I don't know, I'm going to jail. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I'm sober. It doesn't matter if I'm, you know, shaffazed. I know when I see those lights behind me, I'm going to jail. So I get a little bit nervous. I get a little bit shaky. I get a lot of adrenaline going through me. It's a fight or flight situation. So doing these tests, you know, it's damn near impossible because I'm freaking out every time. So it's not fair. You know, it's really not.
What's
her name?
Anything.
Courtney. Where's Brittany?
What's your first name, miss?
Courtney.
I'll let this bitch know.
Can I let my
Before I
boyfriend
leave
know?
her.
You the one sitting in the trunk?
Yes.
I think she'll figure it out.
I think he'll figure it out.
Courtney's 1015, signal 1.
Babe.
Jeez.
Do you
He
have
might.
anything on you? Knives, guns, weapons, narcotics, anything that's going to stick me?
No.
I got Miranda here. I can have her 49 to attack 3.
I don't understand.
You know, they got an officer named Miranda. I wonder if it's her right to come give her Miranda rights.
What the hell?
Wait, not 10-6. Can you 56 at McDonald's? Female search.
Never do the field sobriety tests. Never agree. It's your right not to do it. And then they immediately have to decide whether or not they want to take you, if they have enough evidence to take you. If you get out and do the field sobriety test, unless you're just like, you know, a supreme gymnast with a gold medal under your belt, you're probably not going to do anything but give them evidence against you.
Babe. Call my dad now. You're saying I'm under the influence.
What a morning.
What a morning, huh? I thought it was evening by the look of it, but
Please.
Do you have a cage or?
I do not.
I have a cage or attack 3 has a cage.
Oh my god.
Get her to transport phone.
Yep. You can put her on micro in the meantime or
How far out is she?
Are you coming?
she should be ready. She's at sector 4 anyways.
Hurry up.
Walk over there. Is that back?
Call. Call.
okay.
I would just leave her out for now until she gets here. Let me hold on.
Can you hold it?
Go ahead.
For just a second here.
They're calling in a female officer to search her. Her name's Miranda. So Miranda is going to come give her Miranda rights.
I am. I'm out with Tango 1. I'll call you back.
No medication, no nothing.
Yeah. Is there something I can help you with?
The look on her face, though, doesn't help her much, I'm telling you.
Why don't Lean against the car here.
Some people just look like that.
Courtney stays with one officer by the patrol car, while another goes to talk to the man in her passenger seat.
Can I help
Do you
you?
have a driver's license, or is it just the ID card?
I actually just have an ID card, so can I try to call and get a ride?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to leave the lighter in the car.
Hey!
I'm gonna.
Yeah. Who are you going to call?
I'm gonna try to call her brother.
Okay. Does he have a valid driver's license?
Yes.
Is he close by?
Kind of, sort of.
Okay. Call him, see if you can get him en route, because I don't necessarily want to leave the car with you if you don't have a valid driver's license.
You don't trust me? What?
Police wait for a female officer to arrive.
Miranda's coming.
Oh my god, dude, I cannot believe this.
Like, until you get in. Hold on. Alright, you can just sit there. How about that?
What else is she gonna do? You can just sit there. I was planning on having a party. I was told there was going to be a bounce house.
Ow, 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 ow. Please, handcuffs, could you tie?
Alright, let me.
Can't do it.
Okay, let me check them.
Because if they can get a finger in there, it's just fine, right?
Do you want to step out so I can check them? Turn around, face the car. Turn around, face the car.
Go ahead.
Hold on. Let me loosen them. Hold on. Miss. Just keep facing the car.
Oh my God.
I thought you was asking.
Nope, no.
She's not helping her case here. Now, I want to make something clear. I am not, I'm not stating either way she's, sober or not. I'm only stating what your rights are and what the worst thing you could possibly do is everything that she's done so far. Bad idea.
Because you're saying that they're tight.
$7:30 in the morning, almost.
Hold on. Alright.
So she was out at 7 o'clock in the morning.
It's not long until the female officer arrives to search Courtney.
Miranda.
All right, do you have anything I need to worry about? Poke, stick me? Nothing? Okay, take a step forward for me, okay? And then spread your legs, okay? Do you have a bra
What?
on?
Yeah.
That's a bit presumptuous of you.
Okay, is it a wire bra? Is it a sports bra? It's a wire bra? Okay. Is this a jacket? Stop.
Well,
Oh my god. Stayed up for 24 hours and now I'm under the influence, huh?
apparently. And it doesn't matter. It really does not matter. If they build enough evidence against you, they will take you to jail for DUI, even if you test negative for everything, because they built that evidence against you standing out there doing the field sobriety tests. That's all they needed to find out whether or not you were DUI. And apparently DUI can mean tired or anything like that. Yes, you're under the influence of exhaustion. Therefore, you must go to jail now.
Oh my god.
Stand up for me.
Ow. I have bruises all
Okay, stop. Just stop moving. Spread your legs.
Bruises from what?
And just stand still. Okay? Can you do that? Thank you.
Oh my lord.
Take your shoe off. Okay, put your foot down.
Not very nice about it, are they? Oh, they're guaranteeing they could find something on her.
Good morning.
And they won't.
Yep. Yes.
Babe. Babe.
Why don't you stand by the car or lean against the car so you don't fall?
I'm not gonna run.
I
Nobody
don't care
said.
about you run, I just don't want you to fall over.
Babe.
With that, Courtney is escorted to another patrol car before she's whisked away to jail.
All right, we're gonna walk to my car.
course.
Okay. We're not going that way. We're not going that way.
So what's gonna happen to me?
Stop.
Going to jail, eh?
This side's fine.
Other side.
You know, and I know plenty of people that actually talk that way, you know, sober. They're just not quite, you know what I mean? It doesn't mean you're impaired. It might sound like you're impaired, but maybe if that's, you know, how would they know that this is not her on her normal day?
All right.
Again, I'm not saying either way. She's probably screwed up. You know, she's probably messed up on her prescriptions because I do believe I read her lips when they said Suboxone, and that's some pretty powerful stuff. So,
Shit.
He's doing everything?
Oh, yeah.
Did we just take pictures and stuff? Do we have her ID? Or-
He's got everything. I literally showed up.
Okay, I'll write it down and.
So I just driving by, I saw him doing fields, so I was like, oh, I might as well stop out with him. So.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, she's being arrested for DUI. I'm sure it's not alcohol. I'm sure it's other stuff.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if she's been arrested for DUI before, but it'll be probably a $500 bond if she hasn't, maybe $1,000.
Okay.
So probably 8 hours from now before she can bond out.
All right.
All right.
All right, appreciate it, sir. Thank you.
8 hours.
Appreciate y'all.
Yep.
I'm gonna take pictures for you.
Okay. I'll meet you at the station and do not drive the truck.
I'm not driving.
Okay. Her uncle's. Yeah, I've had.
Just want to tow it.
I don't want to tow it.
Huh?
I don't want to tow it.
Gotcha.
He was the passenger at the time. He doesn't have a driver's license, but
Gotcha.
boyfriend.
Okay. They're plotting something.
Some sort of. It's drugs, not alcohol.
You're gonna need obviously you're gonna likely blow triple zeros.
Mm-hmm. And then
Probably need DRE.
Yeah, maybe, I don't think Shannon's active.
If she'll
We'll go through the steps.
consent to it.
Yeah.
DUI. What?
You're telling me you're completely sober of everything right now? This is how you normally act?
Yes.
Yeah, I just
I've been up for 24, almost 48 hours with a 5-year-old that's been puking nonstop.
I just don't believe that.
Okay.
It doesn't matter what you believe,
You have
lady.
kids?
I have a lot of them.
How many?
A lot.
You have a 4-year-old, almost 5?
Sure.
You have a 3-year-old?
Sure.
A 2-year-old? Mm-hmm. And a newborn?
Mm-hmm.
I doubt that. And I work a full-time night job.
I mean, it's more than likely her prescription. But hey, It's her prescription.
Guilty. I said guilty until proven innocent.
Now she got a point there. Oh yeah, they'll consider you guilty way, way before you're ever proven innocent. If you're proven innocent.
That was stereotyping.
We're stereotyping?
Yeah.
Why?
The nurse.
Oh.
She hit us.
Okay.
She walked away. Yes,
Right.
It's not helping your case. Not at all. She's not even buckled in. What the hell? They didn't even buckle her in. That's just not right. Did that shit on purpose. This female cop's already got cat claws against her. She's gonna do this, or she's gonna turn a sharp curve, just screw up because she knows she's not buckled in because she didn't buckle her in. Messed up. Here we go. I hit. Oh, that's great. It's great.
What?
Damn, is that a still?
Courtney.
She's not buckled in, man. And those seats are smooth, hard plastic, man. You're just gonna slide. Shows. Oh, I'm fine, yeah. I'm handcuffed. I can't, pick myself up. I'm fine, yeah.
I just said stop moving. You don't listen very well.
Stop moving. Really? What a bitch. Well, I think that's all we got time for today. Remember, don't trust a cop. Don't take a field sobriety test. And whatever you do, don't get pulled over.
I'd rather get down with a funk mix rings than groove all night with somebody who can swing. I'd rather get down with a funk mix ring. Ain't nobody like me. Than groove all night with someone missing that bling.
Nick got that funk, baby. Let's break it down, people.